Asha Shabbat, the Bon Mashpaka. May peace, serenity, and prosperity be multiplied unto you all. Kalala Abba Yahweh Ba Shama Bashak Yavasha Barakatam Tawarwa Ba Yahweh Yahweh. Hallelujah. Shema Yashabala Yahweh Alahaya Nawa Aka. It's a beautiful Shabbat where I'm at right now. Very beautiful. And giving a moment for YouTube to push those notifications to those who are getting the notifications. If you're not getting the notifications appropriately and you want to stay up to date with the new content that is posted on this channel, I advise that you go to knowledgeofyah.life and subscribe to the website. I'll post it here for everybody to see here. Go to knowledgeofyah.life and subscribe there. And when new content is posted, I'll upload it to there too so you can be notified via email, since YouTube doesn't like to push out the notifications appropriately when you're speaking such truth. So we're going to be meditating on a few precepts here, or a few scriptures, more centered around Colossians chapter 3 and verse 2. And I want to make this pretty quick for your edification. I don't know how long it might turn out. The Spirit may push it a little longer, but I don't plan for this live stream to be too long. We're going to start from the top and then focus on the verse mentioned. If ye then be risen with Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yah. So if we are to be risen with Mashiach, our mentality, our mindset should be on those things of Yah's kingdom, where Mashiach is sitting on the right hand of Yahweh. The heavenly things. We shouldn't be too concerned with the cares of this world. Verse 2. Colossians chapter 3, verse 2. Set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. That's what we're supposed to be setting our focus on. The things of the heavenly kingdom, the things concerning the Most High. Anytime we let the stuff down here get to us, we're acting as those who aren't of Mashiach's pasture, Mashiach's tutelage, right? We're acting as an antichrist. Because if you look around, just observe the worldly people that are around you right now, Mashpaka. They get rattled by some of the most frivolous things. They get rattled and they get emotional on things of carnality, things that really don't mean anything in the long run. The cares of this life, the cares of the flesh, their emotions are heavily tied to the fleshly things of this world, and not so much the business of Yahweh. Set your affection, your emotions, your feelings, right? Set your affection on things above and not on things on the earth. See, a lot of worldly people, their affection is set on reality TV shows. Their affection is set on the news media. Their affection is set on dating shows. Shalom RJ, welcome. Asha Shabbat. Their affection is set on sports media. Their affection is set on clubbing on the weekends. Let's bring it back for meditative purposes to the very top of Colossians chapter 1, Salakia. Colossians chapter 3, verse 1, starting from the top. If ye then be risen with Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yah. So if we're supposed to be risen with Mashiach, if we are supposed to be prevalent with Mashiach, all of our emotions and our affection should be toward the things of Yahweh's kingdom, not the thing of Hashatan's kingdom, right? You know, we all know that this earthly world is the kingdom of Hashatan. And a lot of people have their affection set on the things of Hashatan, and they are being destroyed by those very same affections. Oh, yeah. What are some other affections that are opposite of those of Yahweh's kingdom? All about money. Some people love and worship money, and they got to be chasing it 24/7. They got to be getting money, right? Shalom, Keith Rogers, Asha Shabbat. They got to be getting money, right? You know, and along with that, you know, we know some of these money-minded individuals are chasing women too. They're about money and women. That are two aspects that are of Hashatan's kingdom. The earth, right? Their emotions, their affections are not set on the things of Yahweh's kingdom. What are some others? Some others just gotta be hitting some licks. They gotta be scamming somebody to get that money. They gotta be involved in all sorts of mischief to feel alive. If they're not doing any type of mischief or they're not out in the streets scheming and plotting, they feel worthless. Like that they are deceived to that point where they feel that that's their life duty. That is the opposite of setting your affection on the things of Yahweh's kingdom and being entangled with your affection set on the Hashatan's kingdom. RJ in here with a precept. Proverbs 11, chapter 4, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Yeah, that's Wawak Kodash working through brother RJ right now because we haven't even got there yet. But we definitely going to cover that in this same meditation. So yeah, that's a prequel to what's going to be covered already. So with our affection being set on the things of Yahweh's kingdom, we're not supposed to be bothered by some bills. We're not supposed to be stressing out about bills. We're not supposed to be stressing out about, the confused mentality of those who are around us, who we may have to deal with in our regular everyday responsibilities, such as work. We're not supposed to let them get to us. Why is that? We're going to take it back to the top. If ye then be risen with Mashiach, seek those things which are above, where Mashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. Verse 2, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Verse 3, for ye are dead. For ye are dead. For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Mashiach in Yahweh. What does that mean? It means we don't mind things of carnality. We don't let carnality drive us. We have dominion over carnality. We're supposed to have dominion over carnality. Now, that doesn't mean you won't trip and fall from time to time, but for the most part, overall, you're supposed to have your carnal nature in subjection. Shalom to JGD, Asha Shabbat. We are supposed to have our carnal nature in subjection. That carnality is supposed to be on a chain or in a cage. And we're supposed to have that mastered. Being risen with Mashiach. Overall, your carnality is supposed to be mastered. You're not supposed to be out here like a damn dog. We're not supposed to be out here like wild animals, because wild animals don't have any control over themselves. They are ruled by their fleshly instincts. We were created above the animal kingdom. We have a greater power within us besides animals, yet a lot of people operate just like animals out here. Khan, Hashatan wants us to rely on riches and not Yah himself. And that Yah is in control of everything, so why worry? That's right. See, Hashatan will give you money. He'll give you a lot of money. He'll give you a lot of money. He'll let you get money. He'll let you get all the desires of your flesh just to lead you to destruction. He wants you destroyed. He wants you destroyed. And as soon as the Most High gives him the go ahead, yeah, he's gonna allow his minions to take you out of here. That's how that happens. The Most High makes the final call on it. So when your grace runs out from you serving Hashatan, for whoever's listening that serves Hashatan, right? Because I know there's a lot of those who tune into this content as well. And it's crazy. I want to speak a little bit on that. It's crazy how that happens. See, I myself and brothers who are in the truth, who have the prophetic gift, we're not running over to the left hand side to their channels and to their content and tuning in to them. It's always them running over here and tuning in to hear what we got to say. I don't understand that. Like that's strong delusion already. Like you're sitting at the table of devils and you're trying to sit at the table of the Lord just to bring destruction upon yourself. You can't be flip-flopping. Just like you can't flip-flop out here in the street, you can't flip-flop out here with Yah neither. The same result. However, verse 3 of Colossians chapter 3, verse 3 says, "For ye are dead, and your life is hid with Mashiach in Yahweh." So our carnality, our carnal nature has no rule over us. And the consecration of our lives is by the order of Yahweh. When we're hid in Mashiach, that means we're underneath his watch. We're following his footsteps. We're following his footsteps. So however your life may play out, that keeps you away from the carnal things you used to enjoy before you came into the truth, that's because your life is now hidden away from the world. And see, here's the issue that a lot of unlearned folks who, who are called but not ultimately chosen, they let devils whisper into their ears about all of the pleasures they had when they were in the world, right? They let devils get into their ears and speak all this deception in remembrance of what they used to do in the world. And the Most High will ultimately give them over to that if they continue to take heed to these devils that say, oh, well, before you came in truth, you were doing this and you had it this way and you had it that way. And they constantly hear that either through their own devils that they're fighting or through the devils that work in other vessels around them. And the more they don't rebuke that, the Most High takes that in consideration and gives them over to that, to the point where they fall out the truth and into damnation. We're going to get into that. It's going to play into the precept that RJ shared earlier from Proverbs, right? Proverbs 11:4 that he shared. It's going to play into that as we continue to read in Colossians chapter 3. Y'all don't play around, man. You see the news and socials. I'm grateful for his mercy and grace upon me. Halal y'all for that. Verse 5. No, select. Verse 4. When Mashiach, who is our life, shall appear, then shall ye also appear with him in glory. So when that day come, the day of Yahweh, and Mashiach is seen among all the world, yeah, we're going to appear with him in glory if we stay steadfast in this truth. See, that's enduring until the end. When Mashiach said to endure until the end, he mentioned just that. Aksha'al is talking about that right now. Verse 5. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth: fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. So everything that was just listed here in verse 5 are the things that we are battling every day. Mashbaka. So when you mortify your members, that means you have your carnality in subjection to where you're not finding yourselves being taken over by such wickedness that is listed here by Akshay: fornication, uncleanliness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness. So we're not overtaken to that to where we're given over to it like some damn animals out here. When we mortify our members, having our flesh in subjection, we're not given over to these things where these things slowly destroy us until they take us out of here. Like they're taking people out every day. And just like RJ said, look at the social media, look on the news. A lot of those people are being judged for these very things that was just listed by Aksha'al. Fornication, uncleanliness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness. Those are some of the main ones of carnality that people are just given over to, and they indulge into their own damn destruction. No pity whatsoever. They get no pity because everybody has been exposed to the truth one way or the other to know right from wrong. So they gets no pity. So we must mortify our carnal desires against fornication, uncleanliness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. So for fornication, man, fornication is getting thrown at us every day. Every day. You cut on TV, you see some type of imagery that's lust filled. You know, you go about your day-to-day life, fornicating opportunities present themselves to you left and right. You know, and I can only speak as a man, and for the brothers, you know, there's always a chance you're gonna have some whore in your face, some whore in your face. Yeah, I said it. Some whore in your face that's trying to get you to fornicate with them. It never fails. It never fails. That opportunity always presents itself. Always. And uncleanliness. It's several ways you can be unclean. It's several ways you can be unclean. It's multiple ways you can be unclean. However, to stay clean, you obey Yah. Stay clean by obeying Yah. Keep those laws. It's more than just the Big Ten, by the way. It's more than just the Big Ten, by the way. It's more than just the 10 Commandments. You got to really, really be a student of what Yah's will is. And we know that Yah's will is the law. Thorara, aka the Torah. That is knowing the will of Yah. Khan, RJ, lust is running crazy. You can't go anywhere without having lust thrown in your face, especially as a man. Like, it's normalized with our women. It's normalized to show their bodies off. It's so normalized now that they got a line of clothing out called fetish wear. Yes, they have a line of clothing out, or a style of clothing called fetish wear. And as men, we walk around, we go about our business, and this mess is thrown in our face left and right. And really, fetish wear is nothing but whore wear. It's whore attire. It's just that those who market it, the heathens that put it out, right? The heathens that put it out with all their fashion sense and their industry, they put it out and they label it fetish wear just to make it more appealing and more marketable. But it's really whore attire. It's something that an actual whore or prostitute will wear. But they got these women fooled thinking it's something stylish, and they looking just like prostitutes out on the corner. See, our forefathers, they didn't have it this bad as we have it now. They didn't have it this bad. RJ says Megan Thee Stallion is a very, very bad example for the women. Yep. Hey, you know, I'm out here in Houston. She from Houston. She got a damn billboard out here promoting one of her albums that are coming out, and she looks like she just came straight out the Garden of Eden and just been slithered up with the damn snake. That's what she looks like on the damn billboard. They got a whole damn billboard out here near downtown promoting her. Key Rogers says we have lost a lot of brothers behind it. Yeah. Yep. We have. Fornication. Fornication is getting plenty of people murked out here and deleted. However, continuing on, what else do we have to have in subjection concerning carnality? Inordinate affection. So we just talked about having our affection set on the things above. What is inordinate affection? It's having your emotions and your passions tied to things that are profane. More notably, the jumbled alphabet community. And we speaking in code right now. The jumbled alphabet community. That's more notable. That's a prime example of what inordinate affection is. Hey, Paris promoted it heavily during that damn nasty ass Olympic ceremony. Yeah. Paris showed a whole bunch of inordinate affection and tried to mock the Last Supper. And now what happened with them? Most High cut their lights off. I know y'all heard about that. At least within 24 hours, they had a massive power outage after they committed that nasty abomination toward our Messiah. JGD says, Khan, it's a blessing to be in the knowledge of the truth, to see past all the BS, all praises to the Most High. Khan. But yeah, that's a prime example of inordinate affection. What we saw during that damn nasty ass Olympic ceremony. That whole ceremony was inordinate affection. That whole ceremony from the beginning to the end was inordinate affection. So if you want to know a prime example to have a better definition of what inordinate affection is, just look up the Olympic 2024 ceremony, the opening ceremony. That whole ceremony was full of profane, idolatrous, and occult-like imagery. You're right. It was crazy abominable. It was all the way abominable. They got everything. They deserve everything that's coming to them. Because the Most High not done with them yet. With that massive power outage, he not done yet. They got everything coming their way. Everything coming their way, they deserve it. Key Ryder says, I haven't watched any of it. Praise Yah. All praise to the Most High. I haven't watched it neither, but I saw the highlights of that profanity that they presented. I saw the highlights of it. You know, they mocking the four horsemen and all that. They mocked the four horsemen to the Last Supper of Yahushua. Yeah, they're gonna learn. They're gonna learn not to play with the Most High. The Most High not a man to be played with. They want to keep on tempting him, and they're gonna get it. He's not to be mocked. Galatians 6 and 7. He's not to be mocked. So that's a prime example of what inordinate affection is. It can stem to anything that's just completely unlawful. If you have your feelings and your passions tied to anything that's unlawful, right? It's inordinate affection. It goes beyond what they presented at the Olympics, but that's a prime example of it. That's what's in abundance of it as far as a greater or more simplistic definition of inordinate affection. Next is evil concupiscence. Evil concupiscence is wicked desires, right? You have wicked imaginations. You daydream of wickedness. You daydream of wickedness. You think about wickedness. That's evil concupiscence. That's having a desire to carry out all manners of wickedness. So yeah, we need to keep that in subjection as well. Having our members mortified. And then covetousness. Covetousness is desiring to have something of your neighbor or somebody else's possession. And see, our sisters fall into this very easily. They fall into this covetousness spirit very easily when they watch their media, right? When they watch their media, or if they're just on social media and they happen to see one of their sisters in their situations of what they may have accomplished or what they currently have going on, they idolize their other sisters, which is covetousness. They idolize their relationships as well. They'll see whatever's going on TV or on social media or whatever is in their talk among themselves, and they develop covetousness spirits. That covetous spirit hops on them. And that's very common among our sisters, with them being the weaker vessels. It's the Eve nature. This is why they must have a head. And as men, being the head, we do our due diligence to guide them correctly. However, covetousness can affect anybody, but it more so affects the sisters than it does the Akim. You know, if you worry about the next man, you know, that's already effeminate to begin with. If you worry about what the next man got, you already being effeminate. We supposed to be handling our own and worried about our own, right? Building our own, being thankful for what the Most High has blessed us with, not coveting what the next man has, right? Oh, he got a new car. Oh, so-and-so got a new car. I need to get me a new car too. The hell with him. He got that new car. Whoa, who he think he is? That's an effeminate spirit. That's an effeminate spirit. So none of you Akians should be developing that. And if you are battling that right now, you better pray to the Most High to have dominion over that and mortify your carnality in that area. Because covetousness equates to idolatry, as it says here in Colossians chapter 3, verse 5 and verse 6. For which things sake the wrath of Yah cometh on the children of disobedience. So there you have it. You have more motivation to keep your carnal nature in subjection, right? Verse 6, for which things sake the wrath of Yah cometh on the children of disobedience. So the wrath of Yah is placed on everybody who is given over to fornication, uncleanliness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry. That brings the wrath of Yah upon such individuals who are given over to these things. The wrath of Yah comes in many forms too. The wrath of Yah comes in many forms. You can't predict his wrath. That's how much greater he is. You can't predict how his wrath is going to hit you. There's multiple ways his wrath will hit you for being in disobedience, because that's all he requires from us is obedience. He requires for us to obey rather than to have to sacrifice, right? Rather than us having to ask for forgiveness, he rather for us to obey in the first place. Con, there you go. Stop looking at another man's plate. That's that covetous spirit. That's an effeminate spirit. You worry about what another man got. Yeah. Thanks for adding to that with that statement there. That summarized what I was saying earlier. So verse 6 shows that because of these things, not having our members here on the earth mortified and in subjection, right? And walking not in the power that Mashiach has given us, we then face the wrath of Yah. And the wrath of Yah can come in any form or fashion. You can't predict how his wrath is going to hit you. So that's the fearful thing about it, and that's why he is to be feared. I mean, just look what he did in Paris. Within 24 hours of them mocking Yahushua Last Supper, they have a massive power outage. Key Roger says, Yah doesn't ask us to do much, just things we shouldn't want to do. Car. And if you want to do those things that are opposite to his will, you're being wicked. And you deserve whatever wrath that comes your way. You deserve it. If you want to act contrary to the will of Yah, your ass deserve whatever wrath comes your way. However, the Most High decides to hit you, you need to go ahead and take that hit. If you want to be rebellious, if you want to forsake the law, you want to forsake his will, you know, something end up happening to you, hey, you deserved it. We ain't praying for the wicked. We're not showing any pity to the wicked, especially if they're willingly being wicked after they already received the knowledge. Because we already know after receiving knowledge of the truth, there's no more room for sacrifice. Meaning you become the sacrifice. Once you receive the knowledge of the truth and you choose to go the route of wickedness anyway, that's blasphemy of the Holy Spirit too. So for all of us who willingly want to be within the will of Yah, and we do our damnedest to be within the will of Yah, all praises. May you continue to grow and prosper in the Most High's will by following the lead of Mashiach. Yeah, they thought that. They thought they could. But they got more coming to them over there in Paris. You know, they just showing how much they are of the heathen. Because what they did, that's exactly what the heathens do, who don't know Yah. That's the same stuff they do. That it's just in their bloodline to do that crazy stuff there. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Mashpaka went a little bit longer than I intended to, but yo, when the spirit moves, you just gotta move with it. Hope all y'all have a great rest of this Shabbat, and may peace, serenity, and prosperity be multiplied unto you all. Shalom.